Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be getting ready for the day, going from this to this. I'm going to be starting with my skincare, do my makeup, my hair, and show you my outfit. A huge thank you to Nordstrom for sponsoring and collaborating with me on today's video. I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. So in the morning, I actually just rinse my face with water. I don't use a cleanser just because I found for my skin, it just doesn't really react that well. I have more combination skin, and if I just over cleanse, I just find it just doesn't work that well. So I just rinse it with water, and then I just grab a towel and pat it dry. And this way my skin doesn't get stripped of any of its natural oils. So now that my face is dry, I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite moisturizers. This is the La Mer Moisturizing Soft Cream. I've been using this moisturizer for a couple years now, I'd say. And I've tried other ones, but this one is by far my favorite. And then I follow up with an eye cream. This is the La Mer Eye Concentrate. I've been using this for a couple months now. It does come with a titanium wand, but I lost it. So I just use my fingers and I just go around the orbital bone into the brow. That way my skin is nice and prepped for the day. All right, so now that my skin is nice and prepped with skincare, it's prepped for makeup, we can go and move on to makeup. All right, so I'm gonna be starting with face primer. This is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This is one of my favorites. I feel like I haven't used it in a while, so I'm gonna use it today. This has an SPF, right? Yeah, an SPF of 15. Ugh, I just self-tanned last night and I feel so good. So much better. I just always feel really alive once I'm tan. And then for foundation today, I'm gonna try out a new one. I swear it is just the time for foundation right now, and there's so many out that I've heard such good things about. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I ended up getting this in the shade 4 Neutral. I hope that this matches me. This is what the packaging looks like. It's beautiful. I swear Charlotte Tilbury has one of the most beautiful packaging for all of her products. I'm gonna be using my beauty blender today to blend this in. Ooh, I think I picked a good shade. Ooh, that smells good. Okay, this is definitely very matte and full coverage for sure. For some reason, I was expecting this to be a little bit more, not sheer, but I guess medium and luminous, but I'm wondering if that's what her other foundation is like, and that's what I'm thinking of. Do you have to say, the shade matches me perfectly. Wow, this is probably one of the most matte foundations I've ever tried. So if you love a matte finish, you will love this foundation. So one pump is more than enough. I still have some left over on my hand, and I've covered literally everything. So I'm just gonna bring a little bit of this under my eyes very lightly and also over, just because I have that extra bit. But wow, that is very full coverage. I really like it. I've definitely gotten more into luminous foundations, and I'm going to add some more luminous products just to give me that look to my skin. But as someone who gets oily throughout the day, I can see myself really, really loving this. So speaking of luminosity, I'm gonna go into the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I'm having a hard time speaking today. And this is in the shade Light 2. This is basically like the opposite kind of product that the foundation was. This comes out like this. It's like a big wand, and it just gives a beautiful luminosity to the skin. I've seen some people use this as their foundation. I like to just use it as like a highlighting product. So I just put a little bit in those areas. And then I'm just gonna go in with my beauty blender and blend those in. I'm gonna bring this around and up into the brow. I love those two together, especially because I have gotten more into more luminous looking foundations, even with my combination to oily skin. And those together kind of give me the best of both worlds. It gives me the matte where I want to be matte, and then the luminosity where I want to be luminous. Let me know if you guys want to see some foundation reviews, because I'd be down to do that for some of my favorites, and then also some of the new ones that have come out. So now for concealer, I'm using the MAC Studio Fix 24 Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. I have the shades NW20 and NW25. One is too light, one is a little bit too warm, so mixed together, they're pretty perfect. So I'm gonna focus the lighter one closer to here, and the darker one over here. and mix together. They should be just right. I'm just gonna use my beauty blender. And this also dries pretty quickly, so I'm gonna move pretty fast here. Oh my God, I love the way MAC makeup smells. It smells just like good old-fashioned makeup. You know what I mean? If you go and you smell it, it might be weird going to the counter and smelling the MAC products, but whew. Earlier on when I started my channel, I actually worked at the MAC counter inside of Nordstrom. So it's so cool to be able to be working with them now. I don't know, it's just kind of cool. Like some things are just meant to be, I feel. I started working there because I always loved shopping there. And I would just walk around and get samples and try out everything. Even when I was working there, I would get samples and I'd try La Mer, and I always like coveted La Mer. It was like one of my like most desired products, and to now be working with them and promoting them in this way, it's so cool. I don't know. I'm gonna go in with the Bobbi Brown foundation stick. I'm in the shade Almond. It is a little bit warmer, so I'm gonna use this to bronze and contour kind of like at the same time. I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush and just pick it up right here and start kind of like stippling it in the bronze and contour areas. But yeah, it's been a while since I've shown you like my full-on routine, from my skincare to my makeup to my hair and my outfit. I thought this would be the perfect thing because Nordstrom for me is one of those one-stop shop sort of places where I could get everything. They offer triple points where you get Nordstrom notes back, stuff like that. So if you like these kinds of videos, let me know. I can definitely do more. On the sides of my nose, I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder with my Sigma, is that E35? F35 brush. Swirl it down the cap and then put it here on the sides of the nose. Now just to intensify the contour, since I mainly did bronzing with that foundation stick, I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. You guys know I love this highlighter. I think this is my favorite highlighter of all time, but I always forget to use the bronzer, like contour, because it's kind of in between a bronzer and contour color for myself. It's definitely more cool tone than what I have on now though. I'm gonna grab my Hourglass double-ended brush and kind of bring this in a more broad area. I think that's more what I want to do. I'm gonna go into the highlighter. Whew. Man, any highlighter that you put on top of that Hollywood Flawless filter just goes on beaming, because this highlighter isn't even that super duper intense, but when you layer it, it goes on a lot more intense. And then I'm just gonna go over it with my sponge to have it like melt into the skin here. So for blush, I'm gonna go into the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blush. It's a beautiful, just like everyday kind of color, goes with everything. I feel like it's a good blush to wear, especially if you don't know like what you're wanting to do with the rest of your makeup, because I feel like it just goes. I'm loving the way that everything is looking. I really love that foundation. I haven't worn just like a plain matte foundation in forever. It feels good. I'm gonna zoom in so we can do the eyes. Okay, so for my brows, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Dip Brow in medium brown. Looks like this. And this is gonna be a quick little voiceover because I can't do my brows and talk to the camera at the same time. I literally don't think I've ever done my brows as good as I just did. I really focused. That's a good brow, right? Except I do think I'm gonna get microblading. I think I am. For primer, I'm gonna be using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This is my favorite primer ever. Looks like this, because I don't have nails really. I'm just gonna go with my finger and pop it on my lid. I've been really liking not having long nails or press-ons or fake nails or anything. These are all just mine, and I like them. So for my eyeshadow today, I'm gonna be using one of my favorite palettes of all time. This is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Pretty sure all of us have seen this before. Mine is a little beat up because I've used it so much, but I pretty much just want to like mix a bunch of shades together. I don't want it to look too warm or too cool. I want it to be super just, you know what I mean? Just gonna grab my Sigma E40 brush, and I'm first gonna go into Raw Sienna, and I'm probably gonna mix around a little bit of golden ochre and a little bit of burnt orange, like just kind of bounce around here. So I'm just gonna bring this here all over my lid, outer corner, crease, Just kind of bringing this all over the place. It's gonna be super easy to do. And what I'm doing is kind of bouncing around in those shades. And then before I put it on my eye, I'm going like this, just to get like the excess off. And it also kind of fluffs out the brush so that you can apply it in a very broad area. I'm gonna bring that underneath my eye. It's so rainy out today and I'm like loving it. It's so perfect for this whole mood I'm in, this makeup look and the vibe. I'm now gonna grab a little bit of warm taupe and mix it with a little bit of the antique bronze shade. Or do I want that? Or no, Buon Fresco? That one? That one and a warm taupe. And I'm gonna do it on the Sigma E25. Just pat this in on the outer part of the lid. I'm gonna add in a little bit of red ochre. I'm gonna warm it up. I feel like with this eye look, there really is no right or wrong way to do it. You can kind of just like mix all the shades together and put them wherever you want. I'm adding some of that antique bronze shade. Go over it with my fluffy brush. I'm just kind of playing around with colors. I wasn't really sure what direction I was gonna go with this look. I just love this palette, especially around this time of year, because I feel like you could do anything with it and be super cute and fall appropriate. So like right now this is turning into more of like a grungy smoky eye, which I love. I feel like this looks like autumn leaves, but the autumn leaves we get around here, almost like the dirty leaves. You know what I'm talking about, the dark ones. But I love it. I love the grunginess. I feel like it's so sultry and fall appropriate. On my MAC 239 brush, I'm going to mix Tempera with a little bit of Primavera. I don't want to go in with Vermeer just because it's a little bit too icy for what I'm going for. So I'm just gonna mix this because it's going to mattify this a little bit and not be as shimmery. And I'm gonna bring that right up here on the brow bone. I'm just doing the Primavera here and then diffusing it with my fingers. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, in my waterline, I'm gonna be using the classic eye powder pencil. I don't know what shade this is. It's brown, but it's from Charlotte Tilbury. Another really good eyeliner pencil. And I'm gonna smudge this in the waterline. I'm not using nude, you guys. Who am I? Kind of bring it down into the lashes a little bit and on the top lash line. And I'm being very just kind of haphazard with this because I can go in and just smudge that out. It just kind of like blends in with what I'm doing already. And I'm using a Sigma, what is this? It's so worn off. The E15, I believe, with nothing on it, just because if I add any of the darker shades, it's gonna add more deepness to this, and I don't want it to be like too crazy smoky. I just want it to be this nice soft smoky. Ooh, I love those eyes. I love that you don't really know what color you're looking at. It's like warm, but cool, but brown, but red. It doesn't look like it's one color. It's just like a mixture of just like fall just went poof onto my eyes. I'm gonna grab my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash and just coat my lashes. I'm really gonna coat the bottom more than the top because I am gonna go in with false lashes. I love this especially for the bottom lashes because it gets every single one, and I love the look of like a bold bottom lash. Right now I'm applying the Lily Goddess. Right now I'm applying the Lily lashes in Goddess. They're like a spiky yet fluffy false lash. Okay, moving on to the lips. So one of the fall makeup trends this year is kissed lips, and I have two different lipsticks that I want to try. I've got the Matte Revolution lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury and Walk of Shame, and then I have Tom Ford Plum Lush. I'm gonna open them up and see which one's gonna match me the best here with this look, or go with the vibe. Ooh, guys, I don't know which one I wanna do. Okay, I think I'm gonna do Walk of Shame from Charlotte Tilbury. First, I'm gonna go into the Bond Girl lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. Line my lips. Blend that in. Okay, and now I'm gonna go into the Walk of Shame lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't want to like rub this on. I'm just going to kind of dot it on. I'm going to switch out my earrings. I'm going to go into these cute little hoops that I got online on Nordstrom.com. I don't remember the brand, but I will link them down below along with everything else that I use in this video. I love them. I love that they like stand out, but they're also like understated at the same time. I'm gonna show you how I do my hair. So my hair is actually like day 4, day 5. I've gotten a lot of questions on how I do like my low messy bun. This is perfect for days where your hair is dirty or you don't know what to do or it's not like turning out right. This is what I do. So I use one of my silk hair scrunchies, push this up so that I've got volume up on the top, pull it back, but make sure that you kind of like push it up when you do it so you get some volume. And now you can do one of 2 buns. You can do the easy one, which is a pull through, and then you just kind of like mess it up. I pull this up, pull these out, pull these little dongles out, you know, kind of mess it up a little bit. That's like the easier one to do. But the other one that I like to do, same thing, same kind of way I'd set it up. And I'm not a hairstylist, by the way, so if I can do it, you can do it. And hopefully you think it looks good. I just pull it back and just kind of like scrunch this up in all these different ways. And then you pull at it. And kind of like mess it up. Pull up here, get the volume. We do the same thing like you did with the other one. Pull these out. If this gets real tight, you want to pull that out. And there you go. And if you aren't sure if that's going to stay, you can always like bobby pin that to your head so that it's a little bit more secure. But let me turn around so you can see it. All right, I'm going to go change and show you my outfit. Okay, so this is the outfit. I'm wearing this Free People sweater. Then I have on my Spanx leather leggings and then these like clear heeled sandals. I just love this look. I feel like it's so like chic and sophisticated, and with the makeup, I don't know, I just love it. I feel so good in it. Lastly, I'm gonna finish off with this perfume. This is the Chanel Paris Venice fragrance. It's part of the new Chanel Le Eau collection. I think that's how you say it. By the way, this is a Nordstrom exclusive fragrance. You can check it out at Nordstrom in stores or Nordstrom.com. All right, you guys, that completes everything for this video today. I hope you enjoyed seeing me get ready just from start to finish. I had a lot of fun doing this, so a huge thank you to Nordstrom for sponsoring this video. I'm really happy with the way that this look turned out. I really love this foundation. The way that it's sitting on my skin, I was actually going to finish this look with the MAC Fix Plus matte spray because I haven't used it in a while, but I don't feel like I need that at all. I feel like my skin is glowy where I want it to be glowy and it's matte where I want it to be matte. Well, I'm loving it. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me get ready start to finish with all of the aspects of that. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know because I had a lot of fun working with Nordstrom on this. So let me know your other fall requests down below and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.